Does he have the arm strength? Yes. Can he make all the throws? Yes. Is he a leader of a team? I would say so. I don't think Will Levis is a bad quarterback. And I put the link down there. We got a couple of people in here watching live. Shout out to everybody. Make sure that y'all hitting the like button. Make sure that y'all hit that like button to help the guy with the algorithm. And if you're going to dip out, go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and share the live before you dip. Somebody else could come up in here. I do appreciate y'all, by the way, because y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all here listening to me. But I don't get that. I do not understand why that is not happening. I just don't understand that. And by the way, and I know I'm talking about, and I know I got Travis Hunter on the screen here, but I had to mention that. You know what I'm saying? And why he's a first round pick. Now, Shador, I thought Shador showed that he can throw the deep ball, and they wasn't all tight ball. No, they all wasn't tight, but they were accurate. And we know that Shador is very accurate. He's a very accurate quarterback. Shador Sanders is very accurate. We knew that going in. I think the deep ball was some questions. He got a lot of height on the ball, and I think that's what you're going to have to do. It's going to be a rainbow ball. He's only 6'1". You got to remember that. He's 6'1" and I don't know, 3/4, 6'1.5", something like that. Almost 6'2", right? And when he's behind that line and behind those tall defensive linemen that may be rushing him, he's going to have to throw the ball with arc. And I think he was putting that on display. Now, is the ball going to come out perfect every time? I don't care if it was, wobbling a little bit or whatnot, but it was very accurate, giving the receiver a chance to get underneath it. I would like to see him did that at the combine with other receivers. And the reason why is because people have different breaks on the ball, right? Some guys, he knows Jimmy Horns, Will Shepard's, LaJohntay Wester's 3/4 speed when they're practicing or when they're throwing routes. He knows what their speed is, and to be able to adjust to different receivers, I think would have shown even better when he was throwing the deep ball that he can work with other receivers with different speeds. And I think he can do that because he's willing to put the work in. We seen him do that in the offseason last year, going down to Texas with the receivers. And as long as he's willing to do that, I think that without a doubt, he's going to be successful. And that's why I really like Shador Sanders. I really like what he can do, despite of the stigma of him being a cold weather quarterback and not working out. I do think that it's going to be hardest to play in the AFC North and for anybody, any of those guys. But Joe Burrow came in, he did it, and he was successful. If Shador Sanders was to come in and put the work in on one of those teams, I think he will become successful. But the arc on the ball was damn near hitting the rafters and coming down so accurately. So me looking at that and seeing the way that he was throwing the ball, and even on some of those out routes and comebacks, we know he can throw those accurate too, right? Some of them are off to Travis, and but Travis adjusts. He makes it look so easy. That's the only question I got. Like, you know what I mean? Travis catches everything. He made it look so easy for Shador. Like any mistakes that Shador had made, throwing it behind him or whatever, that's not easy to adjust to. Travis Hunter made it look easy though. But yeah, all in all, man, I think that when you look at Shador and Travis, I think they showed the scouts exactly what they needed to see on for the draft. Now, do I think that Shador is going to be a top 10 pick? It's tough to say at the moment. It's tough to say. But I do know and I will say this, Shador Sanders will be successful in the NFL. I will say that. And I think that's despite what team he goes to. And I'll go as far as saying that because we've seen what he does when he's leading a team. When he's willing to put that work in and go the extra mile.